So till what we discussed here, ACLs and quick overview. We discuss what is the reason behind firewall, what is the reason behind ACL. Both we discussed, differentiated, and we have a two types of ACL. And ACL is a layer 3 security, and it will be packet filtering and will allow and deny the service, will permit or deny service with the help of two types of ACLs. Here we have a standard ACL and extended ACL. Those are the named ACLs we have, and we have the number ACLs. Two types of ACLs we can create. And from standard ACL, the range is from started, it is 1 to 99, and extended range is 100 to 199. So in standard ACLs, we are created where from it is based on nearest to the source IP address. But now coming to the extended ACL, it will be where we will create basically will create it not nearest to the source. It will be applied from the source IP address, destination IP address, and based on the protocol number, port numbers also. And even though will create policies like will deny or permit the services like based on the network, based on the host, based on the network here, and based on the host, and based on the subnet, and based on the services. Services is nothing but again FTP service, HTTPS service, HTTP service. Apart from that, DHCP, DNS, telnet, entire thing we can deny or we can permit the services. And it will work based on the TCP and UDP protocols. UDP is a TCP and UDP will create based on the policies. So we'll create the policies based on that, and filter will be done on the basis of source IP address, destination IP address, and protocol and port number. Those, that is the thing only. Protocol is nothing but again here only. And port numbers, it's telnet uses the 23 and SSH 22 and DNS 63, 60, and DSP 63, 67, 68, server and client likewise. And HTTP having the port number 80 and HTTPS having the 443 likewise will deny or permit the traffics. Now move to the, we have the roles here, sequentially order. It will be work in the sequential order, and will deny statement have the given first. If we are denying the service, we'll give that statement as a first. If you are giving the statement is permit first one, then it will be from top to bottom. It will be work from top to bottom, whichever you are created policy sequential order one, that will be apply first. Second one, apply second thing. Third one, it will be from top to bottom and left to right. It will be work from top to bottom and left to right. How it will be work means, first you created ACL rule, that is you are permitting the entire services. The first one only permitting. So after then, if you are denying also, it will be not work, not effective, not effective. So first will create the rule is first will deny, after then the sequential how many denies you required, that many denies, after then finally will allow these services. Allow means will use permit the entire thing. Otherwise, if you are not using the permit statement at the end, that is if it will be implicit deny, block the all the traffic default, block the all traffic. When if you are not using by the end of the permit statement, permit any statement, it will be deny the end of all statement. There should be at least one permit statement is mandatory. There should be one permit statement is mandatory. If you are not using permit statement also, that is all the traffic will be denied. Can have one access list per interface per direction. We have the one access list, one direction. In these routers, we have the one access list, one direction. And now two access list per interface. One is inbound direction, and if you have two access list, one is inbound direction, one is outbound direction. One is inside and one is outside. It's a LAN network. One is inside, you can assume, one is outside. The traffic is moving out, the traffic is coming inside. Likewise, we'll apply if you have the 2 access list likewise. And any time new entry is added to the access list, it will be placed at the bottom of the list. If you are adding anything, if you are creating anything new, that will be top at the last sequence number, at the last bottom of the sequence number. And using the edit for the access list, highly suggested. Using the text edit for the access list, highly suggested, means if you are editing something, it name wise, you cannot edit in named ACLs, you cannot edit. We don't have the option, but in number wise, number ACL, we have the option at editing options. It will be applied at the bottom of that. You cannot remove one line in from on the access list, means you have created one. Whenever you are creating one group, that time it will be automatically sequentially, it will be order wise, it will be elected. In that order wise, you cannot remove one line. I'll show you in the lab for this. Fine. And this is the process we should have to creating of the standard ACLs. This is the process syntax we have to apply, like ACL syntax. Likewise, we have to create access list, ACL number. This is a group number and permit or deny statement and source IP address. Apart from that, here we are using the wildcard mask. Wildcard mask is nothing but again opposite to the subnet mask. Opposite to the subnet mask. And to write ACL statement on which router to implement that ACL, which router we have to apply that. Identify source and destination. We have to identify the first requirement. What is the requirement? We have to identify that. Then only will apply to the in direction or out direction. Ensure that the router you are implementing ACL must be in transit router. That router, whichever we are applying the router inside or outside direction, we have to take care about. Ensure that. And think your router as destination. If that router is only the destination, we have to apply the out direction or inside direction. We should have to take care about it. If you are the traffic is coming from outside, you have to use outside direction. If you are applying here inside direction, it won't apply. Those it will be not work. So make sure which direction you are applying. So this is all about the ACL. Now move to the tell. If you have any queries, still what we discussed.
What is a transit router actually?
The transit router, whichever the see, that router make sure where you are applying, it is in this router you are creating ACLs. That is, we call it as a transit router. So in which direction you should have to apply from, that is router is transferring the traffic and that is receiving the traffic. And where you are creating the ACL, that router we call it as a ACL, transit router. In we are not created entire, if you have the multiple routers, we are not create all the router the ACLs. Only will create whichever the requirement. That router we call it as a transit router, where we are applying the ACLs. That router we call it as a transit router. Jyoti, understood?
Yes, and but one more question. Actually, when we are specifying the rules to a particular thing, you are specifying అంటే ACL స్పెసిఫై చేస్తున్నారు కదా ఇక్కడ, ఆ రౌటర్ బేస్ చేసుకుని స్పెసిఫై చేస్తామా, అంటే ఆ రౌటర్లోనే కాన్ఫిగర్ చేస్తామా? దట్ రౌటర్ వీఆర్ కాలింగ్ ఇట్ as ట్రాన్సిట్ రౌటర్.
అవునండి, అవును, ఎస్. In your topology, like assume in your topology, we have the 10 routers. In this 10 router, our requirement is here, this row, here have a 10 prefixes and we have 10 prefixes and here we have 10 prefixes. These are the prefixes. In these prefixes, here I have to apply only for, here we have this server. In this server, our entire thing available. So some persons wants to, it's a different branch and this server having we should have to use some a TFTP server is a TFTP file transfer protocol files also is there, and HTTP files are there, and Gmail files are there, and our some kind of applications are there. So here this is a, we call it as a transit reserve. Why, or transit router, why we calling it is, so in this user do is a deny for HTTP server in this router R1 R2, sorry, in this router R2 will deny the HTTP servers. In this router we have a one more customer, he don't want telnet service, we are not giving to access telnet service, we'll create one more rule. Here telnet we are denying, here we are denying the HTTP service. In this router we are denying the some TFTP. So where we are creating these policies and all policies in this router. So we call it as a, this is a transit router. Apart from that, which direction we have to create for which interface, that is based on the in or out, we should have to take care about those things. This is the destination router. This is a source. This is a source IP address. This is a destination IP address. That time. Make sure. That is, we call it as a transit router. Make sure you understood. I think so. Jyoti, till you have
Yes,
any
yes.
queries. Okay. Fine. And now move here. We have two types of services. This is different services. Apart from that ACL, we have a telnet and SSH. With the help of telnet, we can remotely access any device. This is a switch you can assume. This is a router you can assume R1. And this is the end user. We can access with CLI. We can edit configuration. Remotely, we can access this router, this switch, and we can access this switch, CLI, control line interface. If I want to change any configuration, is with the help of CLI, we can change with login with the help of TLNet and SSH, secure shell. So it is a protocol or a process which is used to get remote access of any network device. We can access any network device, like switch, router, firewall, any HP device, or load balancer, any network device you can assume. Any network device you can access, even though that is virtual device also, yes, we can access with the help of telnet or SSH. And telnet is a layer 7 protocol and SSH is also layer 7 protocol. Both, why we are using remotely access? We have a two methods to access remotely the devices, network devices. So it uses TCP, transmission control protocol, at layer 4 transmit the data. Here also layer 4 transmit the data. It will be both our work. This is layer 7 protocol and this one also layer 7 protocol, and both are work TCP based, and it uses the port number 23. It uses the port number 22 and OSA model. And this protocol does not provide security to our data. This protocol not having the security, but this protocol having the security, because whenever the sending and receiving the we are accessing from this accessing with the help of telnet. So in telnet, the plain text will be happen. Plain text means whichever you are giving the password, that will be, it will be visible. If you are giving the password word Cisco like, it will be visible. Whenever you are using SSH, that is encrypted. Encrypted means 0 hash star, encrypted the form, encryption form, it will be happen. So it is a secure protocol. It is unsecure protocol. Telnet is unsecure and SSH is a secure protocol. the data will be secure. The major difference in both of them, only security. Apart from that, entire thing is same. We can remotely access those devices. I'll show you in this lab also. Understood? Everyone. So this is our earliest lab, OSI lab. And so we'll check the connectivity. Enable config T. Before that, we'll check the connectivity. Sorry. So IP interface brief. The interfaces are connected. You can check here. F0 by 0 interface is this, and F0 by 1 interface is this one. And show IP route. You can check the routing table also. OSPF we are running here. And whenever you are using the ACLs, make sure the reachability is there. So here the reachability, the devices happen in between. So anything missing, we'll configure it in this missing. We'll try to ping from this network to 20. Dot 10. So we can able to ping. Service is working fine. From here to here, we'll check the IP address of this. Yes, we can able to ping from here to here also. The reachability I'm checking now. Yes. Now move to from this network to this network, and this network to entire this network. Entire network will check. T.10. Yes, reachability is there, and 20. Yes, we have a reachability. So our first rule is here. Make sure 192.168.10.10. This user don't want to communicate this. So deny service is here. 192.168.10.10 service deny to which one? 192.168.20.10. First rule, and second one is 192.168.20 host to 10 host to 20 deny to which one? 20.20. This user to this user. This is a two policies. And here one more policy, entire network. This entire network 192.168.30.0 deny to 192.168.20.10 or 20 dot this entire network. This entire network. In between, no communications. In between, no communication. In between, these ones they can communicate, and this to this no communication, and these to this one communication will be happening. 10 to 20 connectivity, 20 to 10 connectivity, and 10 to 10 node connectivity, 20 to 20 no connectivity. Apart from that, this 40 that entire network should have to reach this entire network. We are not changing anything in this R4. We'll create the policy. 3 rules we have here. Understood, everyone? The requirement is here. What are the requirement here? Everyone understood? Yes or no? So this is a transit router. This is the transit router. Which one? R2 is a transit router, because I am creating policy here. Config P. Make sure how we are using. First check step by step. Access control list instead of access list. We are using AL, access list. I'm creating group. Give the group 1 to 99, that is standard, and extended is 100 to 99. If I am taking 10, then give the question mark. Deny, give the question mark. Here we have the limited options, because this router understand this is the standard ACL. Okay, this is a standard ACL. That is the reason this router is giving the limited option. Host, only giving the host or any, apply anything. Now move to the change here. Give the 110. It's the router will understand this is the extended ACL. So deny, the service is denied. Here you can check, and authentication, EIGRP protocol, encapsulation, GRE, tunneling, GRE, generic routing encapsulation, and ICMP service, IP service, OSPF service, TCP, UDP. These are the protocols. Based on the protocol, we can deny or permit. So in this extended ACL, entire thing will happen. And if you are using, whenever you are using the group number, based on the group number, the router will understand that only that thing only the router will be provided to us. So I'm using here now standard ACL. Now give the again question mark and any host or address. First, our requirement is 192.168.10.10. He will deny to our service. So deny 192.168.10.10 and give the question mark again, asking wildcard mask opposite to subnet mask. So I'm using the single host, right? So all the bits are 0. All the bits are closed. Single host means 0.0.0.0. Use same thing and enter press. And one more, the one sequence is created. I'll show you first sequence and second sequence 10. Again, same group, use the group same. Don't change group name. Use the group name change. Yeah. And deny the service 192.168.10.20. 10.20. Guys, if you are using for particular user to particular user, that is available in extended ACL, we'll check later. But now in this case, if you are using likewise, here not giving the options. So we'll permit, otherwise we'll permit. It won't work. First, we denied the service. If you are giving the permit also, we'll check again though 192.168.10.10 and 0.0.0.0. Just what we created, just so access list. So always I'm telling like sequential order, right? So this is a sequence 1 and this is a sequence 10. So I told them this is deny the host of this network where I'm applying for that. And this is the host. Again, I'm telling the permit option. So it won't work in standard ACL. We can block entire the network. In standard ACL, we can block the entire network only. Yet we cannot block host to host. If you are using same thing at extended ACL, that only possible. I'll in next lab we'll do the extended ACL. Before that we'll finish standard ACL. So if you want to remove the ACL access control list, give it 10 and before that use no command. We'll remove that entity. So access control list. So with the help of no command, we can remove that. So here it will be not work. So it will be work entire network. Entire network will work. It is not working also. So I am trying in different way. So 192.168 10.10 give the host wildcard mask 10.10.10 and access control list 10 and deny this host also and give the wildcard mask and third one is deny the service of entire network 192.168.30.0 and sorry deny 10. Make sure you should have to take a group after then which service deny after then give the address of IP address 192.168.30.0 entire network we are giving here. It means entire network 0.0.0.0. access control list, 10, then permit all, permit any, use command. This is the last sequence number. Now check it. What we created policy sequential order. So access control list we created. First one is denying this one also. And second sequence order and third sequence order, entire network, and all of that, apart from that, entire thing will be permitted. That thing will be permitted. First, we'll apply this thing and we'll remove the policy and we'll create a different way. First, I am applying. Where we'll apply for this interface. Config terminal interface fast Ethernet 0x0, and how will apply IP access group and give the word of that which group we created 10 and which direction from coming to the outside direction we should have to give the out direction. So now try to ping it. The destination host is unreachable. And from try to ping it here. Earlier we used to ping. Now try to ping. One 192.168.10.20 is I have pinged the same IP address. Now move to the 20.20. Destination host is unreachable. It is applied. Now 10. Destination host is unreachable because we denied both of them. So that is the reason. Ping 192.168.30.10. We are trying to ping from this PC to this PC. When we have applied here the ACLs, we'll try to ping from this PC to this PC. Yes, we can able to reach. So this is a one scenario we did. Now different scenario we'll do. Guys, if you have any queries, this scenario is not work properly. So what we'll do, we'll permit 192.168.20 to 20. It will permit entire network. The entire network, this 10 should be denied. So likewise we'll do. Entire network means this user cannot communicate this also and this also. But this can communicate both. Likewise. So in standard ACL, actually, whenever we are applying the policy, that time what happened, we cannot give host to host. Only will apply whichever the host is there, that host single can deny or permit entire network. Entire network. Host to host is not possible here. I have confused. The second scenario, run 50, and I'm removing the ACL which we created. Show access control list. Guys, if you have any queries, ask me. First sequence, second sequence, and third sequence. These are matches. No access control list. Now listen properly. Guys, leave it for earlier. Now leave it. Now check it here. Config terminal access control list 10 and deny whichever the deny statement is first one. Deny and which host? This host we don't want to communicate 10.10 and 192.168.10.10 and wildcard mask. Enter. Only one I have created. This permit statement, it will be applied at the end of this session, end of the list, it will be applied. And apart from that, this 192.168.30. Entire network will deny the service. So access control list 10.10 group number and deny 192.168.30.0. And earlier I have used 0.0.0.0. That is the reason I did mistake here. So entire bit, that is the reason it will be pinged to that network. I did the mistake. So what we'll do here, 255. Make sure what you are configuring, depending on that only it will be work. Anyone can see that what I did earlier. Here I did the mistake. Now I recognize. Anyone recognize this thing? Yes or no?
0.0.0.255. Earlier you have specified all zeros.
Yes, that I did mistake. That is the reason the 30 dot ping entire the network. Recording session, you can check that. And now move to the two ACL, two policies only I have created, two only. And apart from that, access control list 10 permit any, all the host it will be permit entire thing. So first we'll check what we did. Show access list. So now we did here that this user 192.168.10.10, the denying the entire network. 192.168.20. This user permit the entire network. And here the 30. Will be deny the entire network. Only one network, one user can access this network. We did ACL. Now we'll apply this. Where we'll apply for nearest to the destination, nearest to the source IP address. Where the source here you can assume nearest to the source. Config T. So the traffic is coming from outside. So we have to give here outside direction. This is a destination. This is a source. So we have to give the out direction. Interface first Ethernet 0/0. No IP access group 10. Which direction? Out direction. Just give the out direction and now write this. Now check it. Now check this from through this 192.168.20.10 try to ping. His destination host is unreachable. Make sure this is unreachable only, and 20 also unreachable. Yes, 20 also unreachable. We did. No. Yes, this have to permit the entire thing. This PC should have to permit. Earlier the deny only. Now we try see deny here from destination host unreachable. Earlier we did that policy. We created. Now ping 192.168.20.10. Yes, it will be reachable. Now you got it. Now second also will ping. Yes. This is no pinging. This also pinging. From this to this. It's working. Both are working. But here this is not working and this one also not working. And we created policy. This entire network not work. This one PC1 also PC2 also. Make sure those are not working. Ping 192.168.20.10 is not working, not pinging. We cannot reach. And ping 2220 is not pinging. If you want to try to ping from this to this network, other network, ping 192.168.10.10. Yes, we can able to reach from this network to this network. This to this and this to this also will work. Both are working fine. But here only this network only we cannot access. This is standard ACL. This is all about standard ACL. Clear? Everyone, guys, clear it? Yes or no?
Sir.
Confusing.
Sorry, Jyoti?
A little bit confusing.
Okay. So access control list have created the denying of service of 10.10.10. 10.10. For him, these users not communicate. But this host can communicate entire network. And this network, entire network, this PC also and other PC also, this both cannot communicate, deny the service. How I have created based on the single host. If you can check here, what I did, a configuration. Wait, I'll show you running configuration. So running configuration. See, access list 10. This is a 10 means this is a group number and 10 group number, 10 group number. Entire thing is same. And what I'm doing, deny the service. This particular host is denying. And I have not did anything for him. He will implicit deny, implicit permit after then. If I am not use this command, he will also deny that service. So this is a second sequence is this entire network. I used like 192.168.30.0 and after then wildcard mask. I use like this. can check access control list. This is a sequential orders. Automatically it is created 10, 20, 30. In between, we cannot change anything. We cannot change anything. If you want to change one, if you want to delete one line also, so it won't apply. We cannot delete it. Each and every line. That is what I explained in theory. This is all about the standard ACL. Clear? Go through the recording. If you are not clear, then we'll discuss. Jyoti. Okay. Till we did ACL. Now we'll apply the here telnet service for this user. We're applying the telnet service for him. The R1 config terminal. Just move and first we'll give the enable password. Enable password will give Cisco. What is the enable password means? Whenever you are login, exit from here. This is a enable mode, user mode. If you want to use enable, then password it will be asked. That is what I have created now, just now. So if you are not giving the password, if you don't know the password, you cannot log in the router. Bad secret. So you should have to know the password. So Cisco I have created. Then only I can change the configuration. Okay. Now create the what we are creating now. Creating the telnet services. How we'll create the telnet services? Just give VTY sorry, line, give the question mark, VTY, virtual terminals, VTY, and how many we can create? 0 to 15 means up to 16 user can access. Up to 6, if you are giving 0 to 15 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At a time, 16 users can access this device in real time. If I am giving here 5 means 6 user can access 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to 5. 0 also calculated here. So 6 users can access. 0 to 5 I am giving. Now move to the question mark and here create the password. Leave it entire thing and give the password again. Password. This is a telnet password. This is a telnet password in secret, those things. We are giving the telnet means give the Cisco. Simply words. Cisco and login. Give the login. 3-line commands only. Anything not required. So exit from here. Exit from here. Now try to access this device from here. This router. This end user. Or we are enabling telnet. If you are not giving the assigning the management IP, by default management IP we should have to create. In switches VLAN 1 is we have to create a management IP in switches, and in routers we have to give any router ID, any management IPs. In real time we will give that. And now we can log in with any connected interfaces. So 11.1.1.1. Here it is asking the password. What is the password? Cisco. And I'm logging through PC. Understood? From at a different location. I'm logging through different location remotely. I'm accessing this device. Enable. And again asking the password. What I have given Cisco. This is the enable password. Then only I can change the configuration. Config T and show exit. If you want anything, change it. Yes, you can change it. Config T host name. Likewise, can change and exit, right, and move here. I have login from here. Remotely, I have access this device. The device is location is different location. But even though I have access with the help of telnet, and we have to remotely access things, telnet, and one more thing is SSH. SSH. Secure shell apart from the telnet. We will remotely access network devices with these two services. You can check from here also what is earlier R1. Now I have changed the name like RRR. Anything if you want, you can change the configuration also entirely. If the router is not given the restrictions, we'll give the restriction based on the user also. In real time, that thing will do. Restrictions will apply at router with the help of ACLs again. Leave it that advanced topic. This thing. Now, what I will do, entire network, entire PCs are accessing with the help of telnet services. So this is affected on my network. Everyone can access the telnet means then that is the issue only. Who will access only administrative guys only access the telnet service. Apart from that, no one can access from this PC also I can access is Cisco and enable and password is Cisco. Here from here also I can access this PC also I can access and this PC also I can access even though from this PC also I can access if that is reachable. If the PC is reachable, definitely I can access from different geographical location also. Yes, I can reachable that from where this PC. Yes. So this it will be affected on my network. So it will be affected on my network. So IP interface brief. I can check entire thing. So running configuration also. So running configuration also. So this is a bad thing. So in telnet you can check the password also. See NVTY passwords also. Entire thing you can check the password. That is what. In if you are using telnet means not encrypted. It will be visible plain text. If you are using instead of telnet, if you are using SSH, the password will be encrypted. I'll show you that lab also. Now you understood? So what I will do, I will give the access for some users only, not for entire users. So I'll give the access to only some users. What I will do, I will give the access only network engineer PC. Apart from that, entire can don't access this. Who will access? This guy will be access permit. Apart from that, he cannot access. He cannot access. No one can access. Only permit this permission. Apart from that, entire network will be denied. Understood what is my scenario? What is my requirement? If you are not understand, then it will be difficult to understand next things. First, what is scenario? What is requirement? If you are understand, then we will move forward. Jyoti, Akhil, Preetham, Rohit, Preeti, Venkat. Understood what is the requirement of here?
Sir.
Everyone. Okay. So now our transit router is this router. config t line vty 0 to 5. So here apply the access class. Before that, we'll create the access config e access control list and permit. Sorry. Here I'm creating 20 and permit only one permit, which host the host is 192.168.30.10 192.168.30.10 and wildcard mask is 0.0.0.0. Apart from that 20, entire thing will be deny any. Entire thing will be by default it will be deny. If you are not applying also, the statement is deny. I will not apply this thing. Only one statement I have created. Show access control list. Only one statement. Only permit statement I created. Apart from the deny statement, I have not created here. What it will be happen? We'll check. Akhil and Preetham, the same thing you asked in session. Preetham, maybe you know.
Yeah.
Yes, we are not giving any deny statement here. By default, entire thing will be denied. So where we'll apply this actually? Check. We have to move that service only first. So config t line vty 0 to 5. It means we are applying this telnet service and now give the access class filter connection based on the IP access list. Access class give 10 and where outside or inside. That is we have to know from the traffic is coming from outside direction. This is a destination we have to give out only because this is the destination and this is source. They are coming from here. So we have to give the outside only. Which user is permitting the services? Only one user, 30.10, this user. We'll try it. Exit from here. Now try telnet s cisco and enable and password cisco. Yes, show running configuration, check it. Apart from this user, we have blocked the entire thing. Exit, earlier we did. Now telnet cisco. Yes, we can enable. How? Here, what we did mistake, the direction also. If you did mistake in direction, it won't work. We'll change the direction. Show running configuration. The direction I have given. Still working. PC30, it is working. We'll check here. Exit and telnet. We'll check this thing. Somewhere I am doing the mistake. That is the reason it is not working. Sorry, which group I have created and which group I am giving here. Running configuration. I have created the group number is 20, but I am giving the guys what you are doing. Please help me out on this. Understood? Jyoti, Akhil, Lohit, Preetham, Preeti, why you are not watching the videos? If I am doing wrong mistakes, why you are not supporting to me? Understood the issue what I am doing here?
Yeah.
What I did the mistake? Anyone
You,
can.
you did a different
For
class.
20, you have
You
written
gave
10.
20, 10 instead of
Active
20.
class.
Yes, yes. 20 I have created, I am giving the 10. If class in between someone will disturb, likewise only it will be happen. Line VTY 025 and first we'll remove the statement of this. Earlier what I did, that is the same thing, that is in, it is right only, but even I'm confused. Out only
Again,
the
it is 10.
perfect. Yes, again it is 10. So this is a perfect statement. We'll check now. Do right. Sorry, I got a one ticket. My mind is there only till is the reason. Now, see, will give you remote connection is refused. Refused the remote connection. For trying to exit, we'll more discuss on in and out. That is the confusing thing. We'll discuss more in direction and out direction. So enable only this user can access. Apart from this user, entire thing will be denied. Earlier, this user can access the thing. No, wait, we'll close this. Cisco. Wait, we have to exit that's in last session. Now try it again. Yes, now refused. Now refused. Only one user can telnet, one user can access this device. Apart from that, this user, entire users cannot access. Entire network will be denied. Only one user. He's a admin guy. He only can access remotely with CLI mode. Admin can only access. Can verify it from here also. Before that, just ping, use ping command 11.1.1.1. Yes, we can able to reach. Use telnet service and 11.1.1.1 is refused. So now in this scenario, he is the source and entire thing will be destination. Entire thing will be destination. That is the reason we have to apply here in direction. The traffic is coming inside. The traffic is going outside. So for them, this is the outside. For him, this is the inside. We have to apply in direction. If you are applying here out direction, it won't work. I did here out direction, that is not work. Then I did here in direction. Then only it is working.
Actually, my doubt is we are sending information or we are requesting from 30.10. So this should be source and 11.1.1.1 will be the destination.
Now we are receiving now
I think
that
I
is
think so.
scenario.
Just
Sorry.
I think so
Yeah,
that 192 dot this one is the source. The PC is the source, and 11.1.1 is the destination. Why? Because we are going from here to here.
but he's
Is it right?
receiving, right? No. In the service based, that will be, it will be changes. It will be changes based on the services. When in first scenario, this is these routers are taken right a destination. These routers are this end users as a, this host as a destination, this end users are the source. But in this case, this is a source, and all apart from that, entire thing will be destinations. They are trying to access from source. This is a source, sir. They are trying to access, but he's refused the connection. Understood? The packets are coming in. Here, the packets are coming in. Jyoti.
Yes, packets are coming in, but it is from other source. So I think that this will be the router will be the destination.
So that case, if you are applying here, that time you will give the outside direction. If you are applying the Paulus ACL, if you are creating here for this user, then apply the outside direction. Out direction. This is out direction for him because going out. He's a receiving guy. What? One service, that is telnet. Okay, I'll stop the recording.